All right, hi everybody, and welcome to Quarantine Cafe. I am here right now with my good friend Grant Bloom. How are you doing today, Grant?
I'm doing great, man. I'm enjoying the sunshine that we got today after yesterday's snow. So I'm just riding the waves of the emotional waves with all this, and riding the what's the word? The weather waves. I was trying to think of a cooler word for weather.
The weather waves.
Meteorological? Is that?
Oh, the meteorological waves. That's a cool name. That could be like a band name.
Yeah. That's what I meant to say at first, but I wasn't quite quick enough.
The meteorological waves. Grant Bloom and the meteorological waves.
Yeah, it just rolls right off the tongue.
Right off the tongue. So how are you, man? You're in Boston, right? Or like?
Oh yeah. I'm in Boston. I'm in West Roxbury. I live in this house that's like up on a hill, and we're the only street on the house. We're the only house on the street, because it's like you like go up this hill and there's barely even roads up here. I think you've been up here.
Yeah, I've been there once. It's
so
crazy.
You know it's like. Yeah, there's no roads. It's more potholes than roads. And then you get up to the top of you get up to our street, and we're the only house on the street. But for some reason, our house number is 27, even though we're the only house on the road.
27. I wonder why that is.
What's
Do you think
that?
the person who built the house just really loved 27? Like, is there some famous Patriots player who's got
house,
like a?
The house is so old that it's like. And I think back then nobody cared, like you probably knew like Joe at the post office, and Joe, you called him up one day. He's like, "Yeah, I want to be number 27." And Joe was like, "Whatever."
Yeah.
Those are the good old days.
It's like a vanity number.
Yeah. Vanity house numbers, dude. That's going to be an emerging market there.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So you want to tell us just a little bit about what you're about to play, and then we'll listen to it, and then we'll talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, I got a couple of songs from, I think most of the songs I played are from the last two albums, or I put out an album last year. Oh, actually, I think today is actually, I guess we're going to air this tomorrow, but while we're recording this is the day that, this is a year ago today that I put out my album. So
that's awesome.
From that album, which is called Structure. And then a couple others are on this new album that I'm working on that I just finished mixing, and I'm going to send it off to get mastered this week, and hopefully it's going to be coming out, pretty shortly after that. They're just songs that I wrote about, I don't know, things I was feeling or stories I wanted to tell. I tried to write them good, so hopefully y'all like them.
Cool. All right, and let's give that a listen.
What's up? This first song's called To Be. Oh, I'm feeling something strange today. Like my mind, it just can't get away. If I knew what I was supposed to say, don't know if I'd say it anyway. But it's hard to be who you're supposed to be. Darling, can't you say? Am I all that I'm supposed to be? I feel like everything's a mystery. If I knew where I was supposed to go, I would have been there oh so long ago. But it's hard to bear much of anything. Darling, can't you say? It's getting a little dark in here. Let's see. Just a little better. It's adjustable, don't worry. Check this out. Boom. Now we're in the light. Thanks again for listening. This song's called Wait Up. I wish it was Sunday in the middle of July. And if I had my way, it'd be like that all the time. Wait up, where you think you're going? Seems like every time I turn around, I see the sun is going down. I can't get enough. My feelings get to showing. 'Cause I got so much that I wanna do, and now I think I'm losing you. If I could have one thing, I wouldn't ask for much at all. If I'm feeling lonely, I could just give you a call. Hey baby, what you think you're doing? You see, I ain't got nothing going on and figured that you'd be at home. I can hear you smiling, like we got nothing hiding. Oh, like I see something that you see when I see you and you see me. But I look and I find a little piece of my mind, sipping coffee in the shade. And like time is wasted, all we felt and tasted, nothing broken, nothing made. Ooh, ooh, Wait up, where you think you're going? Seems like every time I turn around, I see the sun is going down. I can't get enough. Ooh. My feelings get to showing, 'cause I got so much that I wanna do, and now I think I'm losing you. But I still know a thing or two about the things I'm going through. There's no better remedy than something in my memory.
And we're back with Grant Bloom. Hey Grant, so I really love your stuff. Like something that I've always really liked about your music is that I feel like you use a lot of like jazz chords and like jazz harmony and like the way that you put your stuff together. Like I remember the first time I ever saw you play, it was at the Jungle out in Somerville, and you did Misty in the middle of your set, which is like a super weird thing for a singer-songwriter to do. You know, like everybody does a cover, but
Yeah.
nobody covers Errol Garner, right? So I was wondering, like, how did you get into that? How does that kind of stuff influence your music? And you know, could you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. I mean, to me, getting into like, I didn't like. I don't even know how. I can't even exactly remember how I got into jazz. I feel like it was something like I started to get into like I started to get into a lot of soul music when I was like finishing high school, and I think I was listening to singers like Sam Cooke, and then someone like Sam Cooke led me to Ray Charles, and then someone like Ray Charles led me to Nat King Cole, and then Nat King Cole led me to like Thelonious Monk, you know? And then that was like the first time I heard Thelonious Monk's music. I was just completely blown away because I didn't realize that music could sound like that. And so I don't know. Then I was just really inspired by the harmony because I was always interested in cool chord progressions. Like, I listened to a lot of bands, like, of course, like the Beatles and stuff. And that was like my first introduction to chord progressions that were like outside of my box. And then, hearing like jazz and stuff that just opened up the box even more. And I thought it was really exciting. And then ever since then, like, I've just been trying to weave those into the songwriting in ways that feel good and make it interesting. And sometimes when you hit those right kind of chords, man, there's just something so magical about when you can put in a really like rich chord, especially when it's even if it's in a song that's not necessarily super complex harmonically, but I don't know, when you can throw something in like that, man, it just really really does it for me.
Yeah. It's funny that you mentioned the Beatles, because the Beatles like really do that a lot,
Yeah, of
I
course.
feel like something I love about the Beatles is that so many of those songs like just have these random diminished chords in them, like these passing diminished chords that like just sound so like nice and like spiky and like Bach or something,
Yeah, and that's what was exciting to me, man, when I first heard those. Like, I don't know, because even I even like started, I started writing songs when I was pretty young kid, and I even was writing songs for like 2 or 3 years before I heard the Beatles. And then when I got into the Beatles, like, I don't know, just like, the stuff they were doing was just so exciting to me when I first heard it, man. It was just like lit up my whole world, and I was so inspired. And it's funny because it's almost like you're working backwards, like from like the Beatles, like, like I had the Beatles, and then I started listening, like I started going back and back to the roots of it. And it's funny how the roots of it, especially like with like jazz music, not that the Beatles are really jazz in any way, but it all kind of ties back to those artists. I don't know, man, it's just really rich. Like, I love a nice, meaty, rich, beautiful chord,
Yeah, me too.
That's what I'm all about. Yeah.
This song is one from an album that I'm working on right now. And I don't usually play it on guitar, usually I play it on piano, but we're gonna see if we can get through it. This song's called Heavier. Ooh. I think that'll do. Yeah, there we go. It's getting heavier today. Must I close my eyes and always see your face? This creeping purple sky, my only saving grace. You don't make it easy, baby. I hope you're doing fine today. I'm having trouble trying to pull my mind away. What am I supposed to do? I can't stand the thought of losing you. You don't make it easy, baby. Hope I ain't getting in your way. I see you look at me, it all falls into place. You got a piece of me, I got a piece of you. You don't make it easy, baby. Wish I knew better what to say. Wanna tell you that I love you if that's okay. And when I'm feeling low, I won't push the tears away. You don't make it easy, baby. There's a song called Jamie Lee. Goes like this. Jamie Lee, I'm happy to be by your side if you were crying. Can't you see the world isn't free? We barely live before we're dying. The love that you had feels like a sham, though you know that you were trying. Before you go, I just want you to know that if you're alone, I'm happy to be your man. It all makes sense to me. I see how you stand, and I want you to hold my hand. It's all just right, you'll see. Jamie Lee, listen to me. I can see it in your eyes. There's nothing wrong with who you are. You got the lightning in the fire. Let it go, let it show. Lay on down if you get tired. You ain't on your own, I just want you to know. These little things that you do make me wanna get next to you. It's easy to believe. If I ran into you, really don't know what I would do. Might see if you've got plans. take it from me. I can tell it's getting to ya. Life is long and you're getting strong. You can let it move on through ya. Let it show, let it grow. Open up, no need to hide it. Listen to me, I'll make you see what I see. 'Cause I would be proud to say that you were my man. It might be meant to be. I'm watching you walk, suddenly you're the one I want. See you next to me.
So you were talking a little bit about how you've got a couple albums out and how you're working on a new one. Where can people find that stuff?
Oh, it's on. I mean, of course, it's on Spotify and all streaming places. Bandcamp. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I got a couple. I got some stuff up on. I got a YouTube channel. It's just like Grant Bloom Music. I got some videos of songs on there. If you want to hear more stuff. Yeah, I mean, I've only got one. I've got one album out. One of my albums is out on Spotify, the one I put out last year called Structure, and then I got one other album that's like a lot older that's on Bandcamp and SoundCloud, and you can just look me up on those if you want to get into the throwbacks, the deep cuts. Yeah, but that's about it. And there'll be another album out there soon.
Cool. How's that going? How's the process going? Do you have like a lot of time to work on it now, or?
I mean, yeah, kind of. I have a lot of time, but sometimes there's not a lot of willpower. But
yeah, word. Yeah.
But I mean, luckily I had already tracked most everything before all this happened, and I recorded this. I have a studio that's also in my bedroom right now, where and so I've been recording it all in there over the last maybe like I guess kind of over the last year in fits and spurts, but it was kind of all tracked, and so yeah, I just kind of finished up the mixing, and it's I don't know, it's kind of it's pretty much ready. I get to a certain point with the mixing where like you almost get a little bit not sick of it, but you're like, okay, like I don't need to make like more changes. Like the sound's good enough. I feel like you're always thinking things could sound better, but like I don't want it to take like 3 years to put out the album. Like I've had that was my last album took like 3 years to make just because of circumstances in life, and it's kind of hard when it takes so long to make something, because you kind of get away from the song. Like the songs kind of get away from you, like their impact. But this one, like everything, that feels a little fresher, and it feels really nice, man. I'm really thankful that I was able to get it done in a more timely manner.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to hear it.
I'm gonna finish this out with a song that's from an album that I put out last year called Structure. This is the last song on that album. It's called The Line. And when I wrote it, I don't know, I was seeing some kind of movie in my head, and it's hard to describe it, but I just tried to put it into this song, and it goes like this. Walking out into an open space, filling my head and then watching it deflate. Oh, I can't wait any longer. What can be said for the things that came and went, time after time, and I guess that I'm fine if I don't look that way. Well, that's just all I know to say. And I'm just trying to walk some kind of line, but it's getting harder to find. Tell me, babe, will we ever learn? Our world on fire and we watch it turn and turn, but it won't burn any brighter until that day when the light cuts through the haze, time after time, and I guess that I'm fine if I don't look that way. Well, that's just all I know to say. And I'm just trying to walk some kind of line, but it's getting harder to find. Close my eyes, shut my face. There in the black I will listen to the sound until it pounds, growing stronger. Something to say before it all fades away, time after time, and I guess that I'm fine if I don't look that way. Well, that's just all I know to say. And I'm just trying to walk some kind of line, but it's getting harder to find. Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much, Grant. Thanks for being on Quarantine Cafe. And is there anything else that you want to say to our audience?
I just want to say everybody be good and everybody be nice, and I hope I see you soon.
Cool. That was Grant Bloom. And I'm your host, Callum. And thank you guys so much for tuning into Quarantine Cafe. We will see you guys tomorrow at noon.